Have you ever dropped $60 on a tequila bottle with a hand-painted ceramic design, expecting smooth agave magic, only to taste artificial sweetener mixed with regret? Americans drink over 20 million cases of tequila yearly, yet most can't tell the difference between real craftsmanship and marketing smoke. Today we're ranking 20 famous tequila brands from absolute worst to legitimately exceptional based on flavor, authenticity, value, and whether they're worth your money or just worth the Instagram post. 20. Jose Cuervo Gold. Jose Cuervo Gold is the tequila equivalent of a tourist trap. Sure, it's everywhere from airport bars to college dorm rooms, but that accessibility comes at a brutal cost to your palate. Born in 1795 in Jalisco, Cuervo claims the title of oldest tequila distillery in the world. Impressive lineage, forgettable liquid. The problem starts with the label. Cuervo Gold is a mixto, meaning only 51% of it is actually agave. The rest is filled with neutral grain spirits and caramel coloring, designed to fake the appearance of aging. Pour it, and the aroma hits you with artificial sweetness, faint vanilla, and a chemical edge that screams shortcut. The taste follows predictably. Sugar syrup masking harsh ethanol, zero agave character, and a finish that burns like cheap vodka, pretending to be Mexican. In margaritas, it drowns beneath lime juice and triple sec, which is exactly the point. Cuervo Gold exists to be hidden, not savored. For decades, it dominated the US market through sheer volume and brand recognition. But anyone who's tasted real tequila knows this is where the agave dream dies. At around $20, you're not saving money, you're buying regret in a slanted bottle. 19. Montezuma. Gold. Montezuma. Gold is the kind of tequila you grab at 2 in the morning and regret by sunrise. If Cuervo Gold is the tourist trap, this is the gas station mystery bottle. Cheap, dusty, and somehow still hanging around since the 1940s. Its appeal has always been simple. It's cheap, available, and no one expects it to taste good. The nose barely registers. A hint of caramel coloring tries to fake barrel aging, but mostly you get fumes that feel one step removed from rubbing alcohol. One sip confirms everything you feared: harsh, hot, metallic, and hollow. The bite clings to your tongue, and the aftertaste feels more like poor life choices than anything tied to Jalisco tradition. As a mixto, Montezuma Gold leans hard on the legal minimum of 51% agave, stretching the rest with grain alcohol and additives. Even in cocktails, it refuses to disappear. Add orange liqueur, lime, and ice, and that chemical edge still cuts right through, reminding you exactly what you paid for. To its credit, Montezuma delivers on price. $10 to $15 buys a full bottle and rock-bottom expectations. But if you're drinking for flavor, pride, or anything resembling dignity, look elsewhere. 18. Sauza Gold. Sauza Gold wants to be taken seriously. Founded in 1873 by Don Zenobio Sauza, one of tequila's true pioneers, the brand carries real heritage. Sadly, the modern gold expression feels like that legacy got watered down, sweetened up, and shipped out for maximum profit margins. Like its competitors, Sauza Gold is a mixto. The required 51% blue agave gets blended with cheaper neutral spirits, then dosed with caramel color to fake the warm amber glow of aged tequila. The aroma hints at vanilla and butterscotch, but it's all smoke and mirrors, artificial sweetness designed to hide what's missing. Genuine agave character. The palate delivers thin, sweet, and sharp in all the wrong ways. There's a flash of cooked agave if you search hard enough, but it's buried beneath layers of added sugar and ethanol burn. The finish disappears fast, leaving behind a sticky sweetness that coats your teeth rather than warming your chest. In margaritas, it performs adequately, blending into the background without adding much beyond alcohol content. Sauza Gold sits in that frustrating middle ground. It's not offensively bad like the bottom two, but it's not remotely good either. Priced around $18 to $22, it's just expensive enough to make you wish you'd spent $5 more on something real. The Sauza name deserves better. This bottle doesn't deliver it. 17. El Jimador Reposado. El Jimador Reposado shows what happens when a big corporation sets out to make tequila for the masses. Owned by Herradura and produced at scale, it's built for accessibility and profit, not artistry. It checks the right boxes but rarely earns real respect. To its credit, it begins with decent Highlands agave from Herradura's own estates. The issue is what happens next. A 2-month rest in oak, the legal minimum for reposado, barely counts as aging. In the glass, it's a pale gold. On the nose, you get faint vanilla and cooked agave, aromas that feel more hinted at than fully expressed. The flavor follows suit, smooth, light, and shallow. A touch of caramel, a whisper of oak, and a clean finish that disappears almost immediately. There's no complexity, no lingering warmth, nothing to make you pause or pour another glass. It's tequila crafted to offend no one and thrill nobody. Its biggest strength is price. At around $22 to $25, it offers a budget-friendly 100% agave option for new drinkers. In cocktails, it blends politely into margaritas and palomas, adding function but little personality. But if you want true agave character or craftsmanship, El Jimador will feel forgettable, competent but firmly mediocre. 16. Juarez Tequila. Juarez Tequila is the bottle that makes you question your judgment before you even crack it open. Residing on the lowest shelf beside plastic vodka and bargain bin rum, it's the tequila of last resort, meant for tight budgets, low standards, and nights you don't plan to remember. The label leans hard on faux heritage, but the mixto inside tells the truth. With the bare minimum agave stretched by grain spirits and cheap additives, the aroma is faint and vaguely sweet, like simple syrup that once heard about agave. A sip delivers nothing but heat, thin, harsh, and overwhelmingly ethanol forward. Any agave character is lost under a bitter, chemical finish that sticks around longer than your regrets. The burn isn't warmth, it's punishment. Even in cocktails, Juarez refuses to hide. That metallic edge cuts through citrus and sugar alike. Priced under $15, it's cheap for a reason. And it'll cost you your dignity and your morning. 15. 1800 Silver. 1800. Silver is where tequila finally starts showing signs of life. Owned by Jose Cuervo, but marketed as a premium step up, it's a 100% agave tequila that at least respects its raw material. The name nods to the year tequila was first aged in oak, a bit of history the liquid tries, without fully managing to honor. Its pyramid-shaped bottle stands out, and the spirit inside looks just as clean. The aroma brings citrus, pepper, and cooked agave that actually smells like the real thing. The palate is crisp and bright, with lime zest, white pepper, and a vegetal sweetness that feels authentic. The finish is smooth and short, warming without the burn. In margaritas, it adds genuine agave character rather than anonymous alcohol. The issue is value. At $30 to $35, it competes with more complex tequilas. It's solid and approachable, great for beginners, but ultimately not memorable. For instance, Hornitos Reposado. Hornitos Reposado is the dependable workhorse of American bars, reliable, accessible, and priced, right where quality and affordability meet. Made by Sauza and positioned above their basic gold expression, it's aimed at drinkers who want real agave flavor without paying premium prices. Created in 1950 by Don Francisco Javier Sauza, Hornitos was early to embrace the reposado style, aging 2 to 4 months in oak. The result is a pale gold tequila with a gentle nose of honey, vanilla, light oak, and floral agave. The taste is immediately friendly. Soft sweetness up front, mild caramel and spice in the middle, and a clean finish with just enough warmth. Smooth and almost creamy, it's easy to sip and excellent in cocktails, adding body without taking over. What limits Hornitos is its modest ambition. It's not exceptional, just consistently good. At $25 to $30, it's a strong value, trusted by bartenders, enjoyed by casual drinkers, respected if rarely adored. 13. Milagro. Silver. Milagro. Silver is where modern tequila marketing actually meets real quality. Launched in 1998 by two friends aiming for a premium spirit, it quickly became a favorite in upscale bars. The sleek, modern bottle grabs attention, but the tequila itself earns it. Made from 100% estate-grown Highlands agave, Milagro Silver is triple distilled for striking clarity. In the glass, it looks like liquid crystal. The aroma brings bright citrus, agave nectar, and a hint of mint, clean, fresh, and inviting. The palate follows through: crisp lime zest, black pepper, sweet cooked agave, and a touch of minerality. The finish is smooth and warm without harshness. In cocktails, it consistently elevates the drink. Margaritas taste brighter, palomas gain depth, even tequila sodas feel upgraded. The only drawback is price. At $35 to $40, it competes in a crowded tier. Still, its reliability and broad availability make it a dependable, modern, well-made tequila, even if it's not quite exceptional. 12. Espolón Reposado. Espolón. Reposado is the people's champion of tequila. With its rooster emblem and Day of the Dead artwork, it quickly won over bartenders and drinkers who recognized unbeatable value in the glass. Produced at San Nicolas Distillery in the highlands of Jalisco, it delivers genuine craftsmanship at a price almost anyone can reach. Aging 3 to 5 months in American oak bourbon barrels gives it gentle wood character without muting its agave heart. The color is a pale amber, and the aroma brings caramel, vanilla, tropical fruit, and that warm cooked agave sweetness that feels instantly inviting. On the palate, the balance is the star. Sweet agave leads, followed by spice, light oak, and notes of honey, cinnamon, and roasted peppers. The finish is smooth and warm, with a silky texture that coats the palate without becoming heavy. Neat? It's a pleasure. In cocktails, it adds depth without overpowering. Over ice, it opens up even more. At $25 to $30, Espolón Reposado might be the best value in the category. It competes with bottles twice its price and often comes out ahead on flavor alone. Bartenders rely on it. Enthusiasts keep it as a daily go-to. Espolón proves that great tequila doesn't need a premium price tag. 11. Cazadores Reposado. Cazadores Reposado carries a legacy built on smooth agave and stubborn tradition. Founded in 1973 in Arandas, Jalisco, at the heart of the highlands, it has spent decades refining the Reposado style. The result is a tequila that whispers elegance instead of shouting for attention. Aged up to a year in new American oak, far longer than the 2-month minimum, Cazadores develops real depth. The color is a rich golden hue, deeper than most Reposados. On the nose, you get butterscotch, vanilla, toasted oak, and ripe agave with a faint fruity edge. It smells sophisticated without feeling showy. The flavor delivers on that promise. Sweet caramel and honey-led, followed by cinnamon, black pepper, and subtle oak tannins. The agave remains front and center, never lost to the barrel. The finish lingers warmly with notes of vanilla and oak that invite another sip. What sets Cazadores apart is its refinement. It's the reposado you pour for someone convinced they don't like tequila, and the one that changes their mind. Priced around $30 to $35, it sits in the mid-premium tier and quietly outperforms many bigger names. Cazadores doesn't chase trends. It simply delivers consistent, confident quality. 10. Cimarron Blanco. Cimarron Blanco is the tequila industry's best-kept secret. While Instagram influencers chase bottles with celebrity endorsements and hand-painted ceramic, serious drinkers quietly stock Cimarron on their home bars. Made at Atotonilco Distillery in the Highlands by master distiller Enrique Fonseca, this is tequila stripped to its essence, pure agave expression, zero additives, honest craftsmanship. The bottle is purposefully humble, clear glass, simple label, nothing trying to impress you before you taste it. Pour it and the clarity shines brilliant. The aroma hits with powerful agave, earthy, vegetal, with notes of citrus, white pepper, and fresh herbs. It smells alive, like the plant itself captured in liquid form. On the palate, Cimarron delivers what few Blancos achieve: rich agave flavor without harshness. Sweet cooked agave balanced by bright citrus and a mineral complexity that speaks to highland terroir. There's a slight peppery bite, but it's integrated beautifully, adding interest rather than aggression. The finish is clean and warming, leaving your palate refreshed and craving another sip. What makes Cimarron extraordinary is its purity. No additives, no shortcuts, nothing to hide behind. At around $25 to $30, it's criminally underpriced for the quality delivered. Bartenders who know their craft use it in cocktails where agave flavor matters. Enthusiasts sip it neat, marveling at how something this good costs less than bottles with half its character. Cimarron Blanco proves that the best tequila doesn't need to look expensive. It just needs to taste honest. 9. El Tesoro Reposado. El Tesoro Reposado is tequila for people who take their spirits seriously. Made at La Alteña Distillery in Arandas, one of Jalisco's most respected producers, it follows traditional methods most distilleries left behind decades ago. Stone ovens, tahona, crushing, wooden fermentation tanks. Every step honors the old ways, and you taste that commitment in every sip. Founded in 1937 by Don Felipe Camarena, El Tesoro truly earns its name, the treasure. The Reposado ages 9 to 11 months in ex-bourbon barrels, developing depth while preserving agave purity. Its warm amber color hints at what's coming. The aroma brings rich cooked agave, caramel, vanilla, and a touch of black pepper. The palate is where it shines, velvety, layered, and deliberate. Sweet roasted agave leads, followed by butterscotch, cinnamon, and gentle toasted oak. The texture is luxurious, coating your palate with slow-building warmth. The finish lingers gracefully, leaving spice. An agave sweetness that encourages stillness and appreciation. El Tesoro isn't here to chase trends. It's here to be immaculate. At $45 to $55, it's an investment, but one that rewards every pour. This is the bottle you reserve for meaningful occasions, or people who truly understand tequila. It proves tequila can be as nuanced and profound as any fine whiskey or cognac. 8. Tres Generaciones Añejo. Tres Generaciones Añejo carries the weight of family legacy in every bottle. Made by the Souza family since 1973, this expression honors 3 generations of master distillers who dedicated their lives to tequila. While the Souza Gold expression disappoints, Tres Generaciones proves the family knows how to make exceptional tequila when they choose to. The Añejo ages for at least 12 months in American oak, developing a deep amber color that catches light like liquid gold. The aroma is decadent. Rich vanilla, dark chocolate, dried fruit, toasted oak, and underneath it all, that essential cooked agave sweetness that grounds everything. It smells expensive because it tastes expensive. On the palate, it's pure indulgence, smooth as silk with flavors that bloom and evolve. Caramel and toffee lead, followed by baking spices, dark chocolate, and a whisper of tobacco. The oak influence is present but never overwhelming, supporting the agave rather than burying it. The finish is long and warming, elegant and complex, leaving you contemplating each layer. What sets Tres Generaciones apart is its accessibility. At around $40 to $50, it's priced reasonably for an añejo of this quality. It's the bottle that converts whiskey drinkers to tequila, showing them that barrel aging can transform agave into something equally sophisticated. Sipped neat, it's a meditation. Over ice, it opens up beautifully. This is tequila that demands your attention and rewards your patience. 7. Corralejo Reposado. Here's a Titan 200-word version that keeps the history, uniqueness, and flavor detail. Corralejo Reposado comes from Guanajuato rather than Jalisco, making it one of the few tequilas produced outside the traditional heartland. But geography doesn't hold it back. Made at Hacienda Corralejo, the same estate where Father Hidalgo launched Mexico's independence movement in 1810, this tequila carries a sense of history along with its distinctive character. Aged 4 months in 3 different types of oak, American, French, and Canadian, it develops a flavor profile unlike anything else in its price range. The color is a bright, brilliant gold. The aroma brings honey, vanilla, citrus, and a soft floral note that feels almost perfumed, inviting you in like a refined study or old library. On the palate, Corralejo shows impressive balance. Sweet agave and honey lead, followed by vanilla, cinnamon, and subtle wood influence from the triple barrel approach. The layers unfold slowly, offering real complexity. The finish is smooth and warm, with a touch of spice, never harsh, never overwhelming. Corralejo Reposado earns its place through distinctiveness. Priced around $35 to $45, it offers a refreshing alternative to the Jalisco-dominated landscape. The tall blue bottle catches the eye, but it's the craftsmanship inside that keeps drinkers coming back. Ideal for adventurous tequila fans seeking something truly different. 6. Herradura Reposado. Herradura Reposado is where tequila tradition meets modern perfection. Founded in 1870 by Felix Lopez, Herradura was the first distillery to create aged tequila, inventing the Reposado category entirely. The name means horseshoe, a symbol of good luck that's proven accurate for over a century and a half. What makes Herradura exceptional is time. While most Reposados age the legal minimum 2 months, Herradura rests 11 months in American white oak barrels. That's nearly a full year of barrel influence, bringing it to the edge of añejo territory while maintaining Reposado brightness. The result is something special. The color glows deep gold, richer than standard Reposados. The aroma is breathtaking. Cooked agave, vanilla, butterscotch, cinnamon, and toasted oak blend into perfect harmony. It smells like luxury without pretense. On the palate, it delivers everything the nose promised and more. Silky smooth with complex layers, sweet agave and caramel led into warm spices, vanilla, and subtle oak tannins that add structure without bitterness. The finish is long and satisfying, leaving traces of spice and sweetness that linger for minutes. At around $45 to $55, Herradura Reposado represents genuine value in the premium category. It's sophisticated enough for connoisseurs, approachable enough for newcomers. This is the bottle you keep stocked because it works for every occasion. Sipped neat, it's contemplative. In cocktails, it adds depth without dominating. Herradura Reposado is tequila royalty, and it wears the crown with quiet confidence. 5. Don Julio 1942. Don Julio 1942 is where tequila becomes liquid art. Released in 2002 to honor the year Don Julio Gonzalez began his craft, this iconic añejo has become a symbol of luxury in upscale bars. Order it anywhere, and you'll feel the shift. This bottle commands respect. Aged at least 2.5 years, it's officially an añejo, but drinks like something beyond category. Even the bottle is elegant, shaped like rising agave leaves. Pour it, and you get a deep amber color with reddish tones, like a captured sunset. The aroma alone is unforgettable. Caramel, vanilla, dark chocolate, dried fruit, and warm spices that make you pause before tasting. The first sip is impossibly smooth, opening with sweet agave and butterscotch before moving into dark chocolate, roasted nuts, and gentle oak. Its silky texture coats the palate, and the finish lingers beautifully, shifting from sweet to spicy, with a hint of smoke. Don Julio 1942 isn't cheap, typically priced from $150 to $180s, but it delivers an experience worth the investment. It's a bottle for celebrations and memorable moments, proving that tequila can be as refined and complex as aged cognac or premium scotch. This is more than tequila, it's liquid poetry. 4. Fortaleza. Blanco Fortaleza. Blanco is what happens when tradition refuses to compromise. Made at La Fortaleza Distillery in Tequila, Jalisco, by the Souza family's 5th generation, this is tequila in its purest, most authentic form. While the rest of the industry chased efficiency and scale, Fortaleza stuck with methods from the 1800s: stone ovens, Tahona wheel, wooden fermentation tanks, copper pot stills. Every step honors the old ways. The result is agave in its most expressive form. Pour it, and the clarity is brilliant. But the aroma tells you this isn't ordinary Blanco. Powerful roasted agave, citrus, white pepper, fresh herbs, and an earthy minerality that speaks to true terroir. It smells alive, vibrant, unapologetically bold. On the palate, Fortaleza Blanco delivers intensity with finesse. Rich cooked agave sweetness balanced by bright citrus and peppery spice. There's an oily texture that coats your mouth, carrying flavors that linger and evolve. Notes of olive, citrus peel, and mineral complexity create layers most Blancos never achieve. The finish is long and warming, peppery but never harsh, leaving your palate singing. At around $50 to $60, Fortaleza Blanco isn't cheap for an unaged tequila. But this isn't about aging, it's about purity of expression. Bartenders revere it, enthusiasts hoard it. This is the bottle that reminds you what tequila tasted like before automation and additives. Fortaleza Blanco is tequila's soul, bottled and sealed. It's not trying to be smooth, it's trying to be honest, and that honesty tastes extraordinary. 3. Ocho Plata. Ocho Plata represents tequila's terroir revolution. Created in 2008 by Tomas Estes and Carlos Camarena, Ocho was the first tequila to embrace the concept of single estate, vintage expressions. Each batch comes from a specific field, harvested in a specific year, showcasing how terroir affects agave the way it affects wine grapes. It's tequila that tells a story of place and time. Made at the legendary La Alteña distillery using traditional methods, Ocho Plata is agave purity elevated to art. The clarity gleams like crystal. The aroma is complex and inviting. Cooked agave, citrus blossom, white pepper, fresh herbs, and a mineral quality that changes subtly between estates. Each vintage offers slight variations, making every bottle a unique exploration. On the palate, Ocho Plata achieves the impossible balance between power and elegance. Rich agave flavor without harshness, sweetness without cloying, spice without burn. Notes of roasted peppers, lime zest, and mineral complexity create a tasting experience that evolves with every sip. The texture is silky and viscous, evidence of traditional production. The finish is long, clean, and utterly satisfying. At around $45 to $55, Ocho Plata positions itself as a thinking person's tequila. It's not about luxury packaging or celebrity endorsements. It's about showcasing what single estate agave tastes like when respected and expressed purely. This is tequila for wine lovers, for people who care about provenance and craft. Ocho Plata proves that tequila can be as nuanced and terroir-driven as any fine wine. 2. Casa Dragones. Joven. Casa Dragones. Joven is tequila royalty in a bottle designed by Tiffany & Co. Launched in 2009 as Mexico's first luxury sipping tequila, Casa Dragones reimagined what premium tequila could be. The Joven expression blends silver and extra añejo, creating something that doesn't fit traditional categories. It's neither young nor old, neither raw nor oak dominated. It's perfectly balanced poetry. The presentation alone announces luxury. The sleek minimalist bottle sits on shelves like sculpture. Pour it, and the pale gold liquid flows like silk. The aroma is subtle and sophisticated. Gentle agave, vanilla, citrus blossom, and a whisper of oak. Nothing shouts, everything whispers elegance. The palate is where Casa Dragones justifies its reputation. Incredibly smooth with delicate complexity. Sweet agave and honey led into vanilla, almond, and subtle spice. The oak influence is present but restrained, adding depth without overwhelming the agave. The texture is luxurious, almost creamy, with a finish that fades gently like a perfect sunset. Every element exists in harmony. Casa Dragones. Joven is expensive, around $250 to $300 expensive. But it's not trying to be good value. It's trying to be the best sipping tequila in the world, and it succeeds. This is the bottle for special occasions, for sharing with people who will appreciate the artistry. Casa Dragones proves that tequila, when crafted with obsessive attention and zero compromise, can compete with the finest spirits on earth. 1. Clase Azul Reposado. Some bottles change how you think about a spirit entirely. Clase Azul Reposado is that bottle for tequila. From the moment you see the hand-painted ceramic decanter, each one unique and signed by the artist, you know this is something different. But the real magic happens when you pour it. This isn't just tequila, it's an experience that justifies every dollar of its premium price. Made in the highlands of Jalisco from organic agave, Clase Azul Reposado ages 8 months in American oak barrels. The color glows warm amber. The aroma is intoxicating. Sweet agave, vanilla, caramel, toasted oak, and a hint of dried fruit create an olfactory symphony. It smells like walking into a master distillery where time moves differently. The first sip is transcendent, impossibly smooth, with layers that reveal themselves gradually. Sweet cooked agave and butterscotch lead into vanilla, cinnamon, dried fruit, and subtle oak spice. The texture is silky and full, coating your palate with richness. There's complexity here that demands contemplation, yet accessibility that welcomes everyone. The finish lingers beautifully, warm and sweet, leaving traces of vanilla and spice that make you close your eyes in appreciation. What elevates Clase Azul beyond other premium tequilas is the complete package. The handcrafted decanter becomes an heirloom. The liquid inside delivers on every promise. At around $200 to $250, it's expensive, but it's also unforgettable. This is the bottle for milestone celebrations, for people who appreciate artistry in every form. Clase Azul Reposado sits at number 1 because it represents everything tequila can be when tradition, craftsmanship, and artistry converge. It's not just the best tequila on this list, it's one of the finest spirits you can buy at any price. And there you have it. 20 tequila brands from bottom shelf, regrets to transcendent experiences. From mixto mistakes to single estate masterpieces, the tequila world offers something for every palate and budget. Which one's your go-to? Did we rank your favorite too low? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let us know what we should rank next. Bourbon, rum, or something else entirely. Hit that like button, subscribe for more honest spirit rankings. And remember, the best tequila isn't always the most expensive. Sometimes it's just the most honest. Salud.